Hey there, this is Alex with Gray Area. Welcome to our series Spotlight, where our mission is to build a bigger and more united house music community by sharing new and exciting artists, festivals, and event brands with you. In this interview, you hear from Goose, a Dutch production duo whose funky tech house beats have been tearing up the Beatport charts. We'll talk about how community and collaboration has been a key to their success. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more interviews just like this. So let's hop right into it.
Okay, cool.
I always like to ask, the first question is, could you explain your sound to me as if I had never heard dance music before?
My sound. I think it's, of course, it's a house sound, but it's with our vocals and catchy hooks. I call it a party house or something.
I like that. And can you take me a little bit back further? Can you talk to me about when what you were listening to in the house as you were growing up, what your parents listened to and how they contributed to your music?
My mother was not really into music, but my dad, he had a bunch of LPs and he was playing in a little cover band here in Holland, but it was not a big thing or something. But I grew up with like Toto, Dire Straits, that kind of music.
Right.
And when I think I was a year of 15 or 16, I went to my first festival. And at that point I was like, this is really awesome. I want to do that as well. And that's when I started playing some music at local bars and stuff. Mm-hmm. And a couple years later, I started producing. First I was producing more, I started with house techie, then it went a little bit to the electronic dance music, the more the EDM-ish style.
Yeah.
And then after some years, I thought, no, that's not what I want. So I went back to the basic, started to produce house music again. And then I met my partner in crime, Freek, in 2016 in Miami. And then from there on we start making music together, and there was Gus. So
nice. And you guys met in Miami, but you're both from Holland?
Yeah, we're both from Holland. I'm from the south, he's a little bit more in the middle, and we met each other in Miami. We were both working on other alter egos at that point.
Right.
And we had a good connection. We had fun in Miami, and we kept in touch, and we started making music. And still we have a great vibe going on between us. And it's an awesome guy.
That's really great. You rebranded from one alias to another at some point, didn't you?
Yeah, we Freek had his Redondo project.
Right.
I had another project, and when we started with Gus, it was more like a studio project. So we started to make music and just put out the music, but we never thought about playing underneath that alter ego as well.
Right.
Till the end of 2019. So we came out with everything a week before, the whole COVID pandemic stuff. So that kind of sucked. I have to peep it out. So
you can say whatever you want here.
Okay, cool. So that sucked, but at this, from there on, we put out, we released a lot of tracks, and now things are starting to looking better. So hopefully we can jump in an airplane or go to a festival or whatever very soon.
That'd be great. Do you see both of you playing together at some point, or are you gonna, or is he staying in the studio?
I think he's at this moment, I think he's gonna stay in the studio, but maybe someday, I don't know, maybe how do you call that? I think he's coming with me as well, some shows, and maybe then he's like, okay, let's do some things together, or we will see. We shall see.
Right. So take me back a little bit. You said you started playing in bars like when you were a teenager. Mm-hmm. Do you remember anything about your first gig?
I was nervous like hell. I worked at a bar, and when that bar, the owner sold his bar, so I had to look for another job during my school period.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's bluff a little bit. And I go to another bar and just tell them I can play music. I never played music before besides my bedroom. So they thought it was okay. So I was there on a Saturday night and I could play the first hour or 90 minutes. I don't know anymore.
Right.
But yeah, I was really nervous like 2 days before, and but it went well, and I had the chance to come back, so that was cool.
Nice. Very nice. And do you feel like, do you know a moment when it like clicked for you that this is going to become a career? Like, when did you first realize that you could actually be a career musician?
Hmm. I never thought about it that way actually, because because of I also work at an event company,
Right.
so those both things together are like, yeah, I don't know. I never had a day in the morning I was thinking, shit, man, I have to go to work or something. So I don't know. It just happened. I think I never thought about it actually.
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about you working for an event company
Mm-hmm.
for a moment too. So you've managed to create a life where no matter what, you're working in the music industry all the time. Your day job helps support like your nighttime job. What's different about working for an event company as opposed to being a musician?
Working for the event company, yeah, you do everything. You see everything backstage. Call it backstage.
Right.
Yeah, what does it take to get a festival there at the first place before people are walking in on the grounds, and while playing at other events, I see things that could work for us or maybe could not work for us. So you can take the good things out of other events to your own, and yeah, that makes it, yeah, it's aligned with each other.
Right. How do you feel like working at an event company or working on the back end of working on the back end of festivals has helped in your music career at all?
I of course I think network wise it did. I met people, and they introduced me to Freek,
Right.
for example. So that definitely helped. But also you hear a lot of music. You see a lot of guys. They're doing stupid things. You think from I don't want to do that, or it puts you in a sort of direction. As a person, but also I want to stand out like that or not, or yeah, I think that helped me to yeah, how do you call that? A shape, give me a shape or something.
Yeah, it helps shape you.
Yeah,
You've learned you've gotten some practical skills. You've also learned what not to do.
yeah, sure. That's definitely yeah, absolutely.
Um, you've done a lot of collaborations.
Mhm.
And what is it about collaboration that makes that changes the production process for you? Why do you like it so much?
Yeah, we did a lot. Actually, the first one I was with Tough Love. That's kind of close.
Right,
And then the second one was with John Summit, I
right,
think. And then we had now we had two with Farrick Dawn. I think you when you collaborate with somebody, um, you can take out the good things from the other artist and hopefully your own. And I think when you merge those two together, it's yeah. Hopefully that track is standing out. It's better than your last release. So
absolutely.
yeah, you're joining forces in every way, not only making the music, but also on social platforms. Or yeah, it could help definitely.
Absolutely. And now that you've like launched this new project, working with Frank,
Mhm.
what do you feel like is different about what you're making this time around as opposed to your previous stuff? And like, how do you feel like that's better for you?
I think the basics are the same. I always when a track had a certain groove or something, I like groovy house music. So
Right.
I'm Freak as well. And now I think the Gus project has more. It has that catchy edge or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It has a more commercial hook or a commercial vocal in it. so it gets more recognizable for the people and gets more airplay on radio. It's going better on Spotify and stuff. So the big difference, I think, it's the catchy part in it.
Right. And do you feel like working with Frick has helped like increase your ability to make things a little bit more commercial friendly?
Yeah, I think before he started with the Redondo project, that was a bit more commercial than I did. So that definitely helped out to work together. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about how you balance. You have a kid, right? And you're married.
Yep.
How do you balance? Like I'm also married and I have an 8-year-old. I'm just wondering, how do you balance family life and working as a musician and working in the event industry?
I had my child when the pandemic started, so still waiting.
You're still not sure yet.
No, so I'm still waiting how that's gonna work. Of course, we had some shows, but they because of all the rules around the COVID stuff, you didn't have those 5-6 a.m. parties or something. So
right.
I was most of the time I was back before midnight, and then you get some proper sleep before the little one starts yelling in the morning.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think my girlfriend, wife, yeah, she understands and she likes to see that what I'm doing. So I'm sure we're gonna find our way in it and make the best of it. I'm sure.
Absolutely. And being in Holland, Holland has like a really deep history with dance music.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like that's influenced you?
I think maybe I don't know for sure, but because of there's a whole history here in Holland. I think we are getting sooner involved with house music or dance music than maybe other countries. I don't know for sure, but you know, how dance music, it was always on TV or on the radio or something. So if you never went to a party or didn't.
Ik kan never won a party or niet vinden op app.
That's Siri calling. That's not good. I think we maybe have the chance to before Spotify and stuff, it was already on TV and radio. So
right.
I think we connected earlier than maybe other countries or other people.
Absolutely, that sounds about right. And when since you've been hearing it for so long, who was it that inspired you to like get into dance music and to start DJing? Like, can you point to some like actual artists that you thought that really like hit home for you?
I think the first one or the events when it was more in the trance period, you know, with Chesto, Armin van Buuren, Ferry Korsten. At that time, you had like MTV and stuff and other Dutch music television stations. They were showing those sensation white videos and stuff.
Right.
So, but that was more in the trance era. So you had those Chesto in concerts,
right.
DVDs. So one of the first records I bought was from Chesto, I think, but. Yeah, I never played it out or something, but I thought it was just cool.
It's interesting that you started in trance. You started in trance and you've moved on to house music. Do you know how that happened? Do you know like at what point you decided, okay, well, house is more of the thing for me?
I think the house music was more. It started with trance, and house music was already there, and it get more it did more how do you say that let me think. You know, at that point trance was, how do you call that, a hype or something,
right? It was the big thing.
And you always had, you know, I think house and tech house music, it's the basic for all dance music. So when it went up, the trance, and went down, there was house music, and then you had hardstyle or EDM. It peaked and it turned down, and then there was house music again. So it's always they call it the red line or something.
It's the constant.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. And what excites you about the future of dance music?
I think dance music, everything is possible. So I don't know which genre will be next, but I'm very curious what's the next big thing. And because it's electronic, you can do literally everything you want. So I don't know what is gonna be, but we're probably gonna try some things out, and it's gonna work or not, and that makes it exciting.
Nice. And what excites you about the future of your project?
Yeah, I can't wait to get on that plane. So it looks good for the second part of 2021.
Yeah.
But we still have to wait if we are allowed to go to other countries, or do we have to wait till the vaccines or something? I don't know. So at this point, I'm really excited about everything, but we just have to wait till the world opens again, I guess.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I can't wait till the day that will happen for sure.
Absolutely. Well, that's all I have for you. And I'd like to thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me today.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. And I hope to be able to talk to you soon.
Yeah, sure. Let's keep in touch, and when you got something, just let me know.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Cool. Okay, you're welcome.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah, bye.